Series, won the regular season championship a few years ago, and driving to 7 for Team Spire. Here's a look at what that truck has done so far this year. Had a few different drivers behind the wheel, most notably Kyle Larson at North Wilkesboro. He came to play on that Saturday afternoon, leading 138 laps, getting the win. Marco Andretti was impressive a couple of weeks ago in Mid-Ohio.
He had a great top 10 qualifying effort, got shunted around a little bit there towards the race, and didn't get the finish he deserved.
It's been fun seeing the performance of the 7 truck and Spire and all that they've done.
You know, we got a couple of different versions of double duty. Those that are running twice today, trucks and Xfinity. And then those that
no, YouTube. Can we get this off my fucking screen, please? YouTube. YouTube, hello.
And Ross Chastain is here. When you look at those drivers that are Cup superstars that are coming over and running in the Craftsman Truck Series, they've all won in a truck at Pocono. Kyle Busch has done it twice. Ross won here 2019. Christopher Bell did it. 2017 went on to claim the championship, ironically enough, driving for Kyle Busch.
Didn't Christopher Bell jump in the truck for Noah Gregson when Noah got sick right before qualifying? Didn't Christopher Bell jump in that truck and end up finishing second maybe that day, and he hadn't even planned on running the truck race?
What you're saying is he's decent at Pocono, and overall he's got a little bit of talent. Is that what you're saying?
Basically, yes.
It's going to be fun to watch Ross charge through this field with that poor qualifying effort. How about we'll hop on board with a couple of trucks? We always ride along with our buddy Daniel Dye. There you see Daniel in the Race to Stop Suicide on board in his GMS Chevy, starting in the 20th position. Told me on the phone last night that he underdrove his truck in qualifying. Couldn't wait to make up for it today in the race for his team.
We're also going to ride along with the guy trying to get win number 100 for KBM, Kyle Busch. He's starting 12th. He had a little bit of a bobble in qualifying. He was the fastest truck in practice. This is the farthest back that he's qualified when qualifying was held in 10 years. And that Zaret's Transport Chevy will start from 12th.
I've teased Kyle many times and said, when you come over run in the truck Xfinity Series, we should just have a rule that at the end of stage.
Here's the deal, gang. I thought the truck race was at 12:30, so I turn on my television at 10 after 12, and I see the trucks lined up 2 by 2. And I'm like, wait a minute, I thought this race didn't start till 12:30. What the fuck?
We'll take it and see where we run from
So,
here.
boy, lucky I just finished that NASCAR Rivals race I was doing.
Seen it since we went to the stage area, you know,
So I'm here as promised for the trucks. They're coming off turn 1 now with the lights out on the pace truck.
I mean, you heard Dick Sanchez.
So it looks like
everybody's got a plan.
we're getting ready to roll here.
He's won this race a couple of times, and
So yeah, almost missed the start of the truck race.
We're going to see him short pit in that final second.
If Michael
stage
got my
to
bet
get that
in, I have a bet on Carson Hocevar.
It's been split right down the middle. 3 times the winner is pitted twice, 3 times the winner is pitted once. And as Michael said, the only time it's ever been done winning the second stage was John Hunter Nemechek a couple years ago.
It's hard to imagine that Danny Stockman isn't going to try to hope his driver gets the lead, win stage 1, stay out, as you said, Michael, short pit at the end of stage 2, just prior to the end of stage 2. So you get some stage points, but you maintain the track position and do.
There we go. The Kyle Busch, the Craftsman Truck Series at Pocono. Handful of double duty guys in this race. Green flag. Oh, we got a stack up there in the rear of the field. I thought we were going to have an instant yellow, but they drive on. Man, what a great crowd for a truck race. My pick, Hocevar to the inside for the lead into turn 1. Let's lead every lap. Well, he's not going to get it in turn 1. Kyle Busch, a shockingly bad qualifying effort. He qualified 12th. Thought about betting on Sanchez, but I'll go with Hocevar. I never thought I'd say this, but Hocevar, the proven winner of the 2. What a... God almighty. I love the way the trucks race at places like Pocono. I'd like to see trucks at Indy myself. But I'll take IRP NASCAR. Keep that on the schedule. So here we go, lap 1. Sanchez pulled away to a big lead. It's going to get bigger here with this side draft from Hocevar to Garcia, and Zane Smith's going to take him 3 wide.
Yes, he can.
Perfect scenario for Zane Smith when those trucks were side by side.
Hocevar losing a lot of ground in turn 1. Here comes DiBenedetto. You know it's bad when you're getting passed by Matt DiBenedetto. What's up, Yuki?
Getting a push.
We almost had a caution on the start of the race. There was almost a big pile up in the back.
We talk about
Austin Hill's in the 7 truck today, by the way. I was late tuning in. I almost missed the start of the truck race because I thought the race was at 12:30, and I turned on at 12:10, and they're about to go green. I was like, shit, and I had to, like, scramble and get my stream ready.
See right of your screen, Corey Heim trying to make the move on Chase Purdy. Made it work. He did make it work and jumped in that throttle and spurted out ahead of Chase Purdy.
My bet is Hocevar. He was 14-1. Had a great first lap, lost a few spots. He's about to lose another. It's the side draft, the effect of the draft and the side draft on these trucks here. It's crazy. I like Pocono.
For Enfinger hanging around up front.
Well, I know that the draft is important here.
Majeski.
But it seems like it's even more important than what I remember.
The hell, the ticker was bright. I was like, how the hell is Majeski at the front? It's like he didn't even start up front. I should have bet on Zane Smith from the looks of it. He was the other one. It was either going to be Zane Smith or Hocevar, and I'm chasing the money. I went with Hocevar, and I'm in 7th place now, I think. Now we're going to cut to a full-screen replay of something we saw at the beginning of the race.
Back there where Stephen Parsons is, and see the trucks all bounding up there? That just gets worse as it goes back through the field.
Stupidly short stages in this race, 15. A 15-lap stage, like really.
Up on that when he had a nice run. He said, "Oh, I better abort," and the truck behind him hit him, but there was no damage. That's a good thing.
On board Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch qualified 12th and ain't going anywhere. He's running 13th.
With Stuart Friesen.
And he couldn't stay in the gas. Stewart up on the outside.
You want to race after the truck race, Yuki?
Because you look at those drivers.
Oh my God! What a crash! Tanner Gray just hit hard. That's as hard as I've seen anybody hit at Pocono in a while. Pocono's had some bad crashes. That's a bad one. That was on the inside wall. Coming off of turn 2. We should race after this. Because Xfinity race ain't till 5:30.
You see steam, obviously.
Yeah, I'd say that truck's killed.
Got loose underneath.
That's beyond killed.
His teammate Kaz Gralla.
And that's the radiator actually sticking up. It actually came out of its mount and is barely even hanging there.
You know, we talked about early, Adam, how hard it is to run that bottom. You're going to get loose down there.
Oh, that was off of 1. I thought it was off of 2. Damn, he just got loose.
Hanging on, but he's going to have a little damage.
And, stayed in the gas and just went straight to the inside wall. That's brutal.
You just feel terrible for...
Thank God these trucks are so safe. Hell, in this series, they need to be.
We talked about him being 24 points below the cut line coming in, needing a good run here. It's almost
not going to get it today.
Now, next week at Richmond.
You look at all those drivers. You don't know what their fate will be today, but you look at the number of drivers between.
For a second, I thought it was Kyle Busch. I saw a red and black truck. Is he all right? Yeah, he's driving. He drove away. I can't believe that truck drove away. It's going straight to the garage, but he was able to drive it away. But he smashed the inside wall. Daniel Dye with another great onboard look.
Wiggle and almost caught it one time, then it got away from him. Just no way to avoid that inside safety barrier.
And you could hear
that
Daniel
sucks.
Up on the throttle. He saw him get sideways right away.
Yeah, we'll hit Caden up. Caden might pop up in the stream. Either that or we'll hit him in the Discord when this race is over.
Jamie?
I'm not going to stream it, but we'll race.
On the radio, and there was a moment where they were considering trying to get Tanner to get the truck back to
well, Tanner drove it down the backstretch, and now he's parked it.
Zero oil pressure, and with that indication, they couldn't risk running it and blowing up the motor, so had to shut it off. We'll catch up with him once he gets cleared for medical. Adam.
Thank you, Jamie.
He's going to need a concussion test after that one. What's up, Michael?
They always are. They'll pull that truck
Michael almost missed the start of the race. I thought it was at 12:30. I was wrong.
Boy, what a start here at Pocono. Tanner Gray hard into the wall. This is Kyle Busch on board, and see how aggressive things are getting on track here in the Pocono.
I'm shocked to see Kyle Busch only qualified 12th and didn't gain any spots there at the beginning. Sanchez or Zane Smith would have been my other options, but I chased the money with Hocevar, and I've not been rewarded so far. He instantly dropped a 10th. But I was looking at Sanchez or Zane Smith. Haven't made an Xfinity bet yet. Of course, I have until 5:30. What a late start. When we play rivals later after this truck race, we got to race Pocono. I've really figured something out at Pocono. I'm not telling what it is.
Fox Sports app. Check local listings for the game in your area.
National League broke that long losing streak in the All-Star game, didn't they?
How about that?
Dang it.
That was bitter for you being a Tigers
Totally,
fan.
100%. All-American League.
Let's go down to Josh.
Yeah, just an update on the 38 of Zane Smith. Yesterday in practice, he was way too tight, so I talked to Chris Lawson. He said they were going to overcompensate and go way the other way, going loose, going into the race, and he just came over the radio, said the truck is much better, but he could still use to be a little bit freer. And remember last year at Pocono, tough race for him. Brought a new truck, and they struggled all day. This year, they brought the Phoenix truck, which was the championship winning truck, and he's loving that truck right now. Jamie?
For Ben Rhodes, after starting this race 34th, he's all the way up to 25th. And the reason he was at the back to begin with was he had a little bit of tire rub during qualifying. They needed to change that tire, which relegated him to the rear of the field. He said it was going to take a balance of aggression as well as patience in order to start ticking him off. He had that. He was actually the only truck that made it through that Tanner Gray incident without any contact. So he still has clean four corners all around him, and he's happy with what he has underneath him. Adam?
That's a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
We know how good Ben is and how much fun that he and Ty Majeski were going to be watch coming through the field. They're making some nice progress here early.
Yeah, Ty's up 16 positions since the start.
And now you tighten the field back up. You do the choose and chance to go get some more, right?
Absolutely.
So if we get a little bit cleaner restart, I think the anticipation of going racing today had those guys up on the chip. Saw a lot of contact back in the middle of the field, and that's why Matt Crafton was on pit road working on his truck just a bit ago. A lot of teams elected to come to pit road during this caution if they needed to make adjustments. We saw Tyler Ankrum catch a little damage off that crash with the gray.
I think that caution's going to flip the field for stage 2.
Michael, we just got started. We've run 7 laps, and what does that
That's
mean?
the one thing about short stages that kind of makes it interesting.
Go, and we're going to be done with stage 1. How does that work, Phil?
Amazing how fast these stages go by.
Start the race, get a quick caution, do the choose, go green, 7 to go in the stage.
Let's see if we can stack them up and do this again a little bit cleaner this time. Nope, not a lot of pride. Are you surprised Kyle Busch still outside the top 10?
Yes, I am. We haven't really got a good look at his truck to see what he may be fighting.
We saw him down on the bottom get loose. That cost him some time, maybe a couple positions. He'll get those back, possibly. What a great start to this race it was for Nick Sanchez, though. He did everything exactly like he needed to do. Took off with the lead and was driving comfortably away from the field.
We saw Zane take advantage of a 2-wide race to make it 3 wide and make the pass. Moves his way all the way up to second. Now he will restart on the inside of Nick Sanchez.
That's Matt DiBenedetto in the 25 truck just behind Smith. They'll be pushing hard. Hopefully everybody will stay in line. That's their goal. If you're leading this race, just stay behind me and push. But along about row 4 or 5, I'm going to say it'll start spreading out. And they could be 4 or 5 wide by the time they get to turn 1.
Good news, Tanner Gray released from the infield care center after that hard hit in turn 1. Front row for the restart, Sanchez, Zane, Smith, and we get it, as we said, with 7 laps to go. In this opening stint of the race, Sanchez goes once again, as we talked
See if
about
this is a
that
cleaner
outside lane.
restart.
It's been so fruitful so far today at Pocono.
Looks a lot nicer.
Start than the initial start.
Everybody's pushing along.
Look at DiBenedetto. Ooh, Hocevar almost wrecked Austin Hill.
Taken out of line. Big push for Zane Smith.
Zane Smith gets the lead.
Turn 1.
DiBenedetto's second. Where'd this come from?
Back in the middle.
Austin Hill slides into 4th.
Hang on.
My guy was almost 3 wide off of 1.
Taylor Gray, you see that orange and black truck on the left side of your screen, pushing Hocevar, trying to push him by. Jake
They're going to bust ass here in the tunnel turn. Somebody in this group. I know it.
Talk about the bumps in the tunnel. Down on the bottom, they're worse. That makes it hard to make those passes work.
Close.
See the speed on the outside for Infinger. He drives around the 42 of Hocevar.
Here comes Kyle Busch in that 51 truck on the outside around Stuart Friesen.
Casgralla in the 1. He's having a nice run early.
How about that run? Stewart got back in the throttle and cleared Kyle Busch.
Darrell Waltrip used to call IROC races for ESPN back in the day.
40th birthday, and he told me don't remind him. But he said, I've got a fast truck, Mike. I know we didn't qualify good, but we're going to be good come race time.
Is this a 2-for-1 into the corner? Yes, it is. Okay, Kyle Busch is awake and ready to play.
Kyle Busch 10th.
Corey Heim moved to the inside.
And Hocevar loses more spots. What the fuck? How is he running so bad?
Austin Hill makes the pass on Jake Garcia.
And Fox's ticker is like really lagging behind.
Runs from the back they get when those passes happen because of all the air that's disturbed. It's just a fun corner there.
Yeah, Kyle Busch is picking them up and putting them down now.
On the ropes, as you see, Kyle completes the pass on entry. Now he's able just to storm off the corner.
It's almost like he used that opening run, shake things down, see what he's got. And now he's putting it all together up inside the top 10 easily now as Kyle Busch scored 7th. Back behind him, the draft is a real thing. Casgralla in the 1.
Hey, did you guys know the draft is a real thing?
Now pulls out of line, and Ben Rhodes continues to climb his way to the front in the 99.
I'd love to see the Truck Series on anything but Fox. I would watch the Truck Series on Peacock and pay for it. Well, like I would just find somebody's Peacock.
Come back on the outside.
Colby Hired in that 9 truck battling with these guys, and there's Stephen Parsons in the green truck alongside Daniel Dye. They're racing side by side through the tunnel. That'll get your attention.
Yeah, we never used to do that back in the day, did we, Mike?
All this racing you see here from 18th, 20th on back.
Here Daniel just working that gas pedal, just trying to get it down as soon as he can, but it's just difficult to pin it down off the corner.
More shitty onboard shots of battles that don't matter because they're so far back in the field. Yeah, this battle for 23rd is really intense.
Mirror and see what's going on behind you.
We've already seen it 2 or 3 times today, where you get in that wake and then power around somebody. It's Crafton back there.
Oh, Daniel got a little bit tight there, it sounded like, and had to roll off the gas, and Stefan keeps that spot.
You see the damage from that initial start of the race when we had that jam up.
Here comes Crafton. He was on pit road.
Michael just sent me Xfinity odds. I'll look at that in a minute. During the stage break, I'll look at that. And Matt DiBenedetto in 2nd. Could today be his day? God, they're just showing nothing but onboards.
3-time champion, too. Let's don't forget that in the series.
Looked like he's a little tight there maybe on exit as he got up toward the wall.
Kyle Busch is 7th.
Big run from Daniel Dye.
Kind of stalled there for now.
Amazing they can drive down in these corners at over 180 miles an hour. Ooh, Matt, really wide there.
Yeah, I think that truck's pushing.
You sound jealous when you talk about how deep they can drive it into the corner. We talked about that yesterday during practice. It hasn't always been that way. Let's go to Jamie.
Tanner Gray has been released from the Infield Care Center, free of any physical injuries, but you think about the mental aspect. What do you now take with you to Richmond?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to a place that I'm not very good at and a must-win, so I just want to apologize to my guys. They brought a fast truck, and I destroyed it early on. Not racing very smart, so feel really stupid. And, yeah, just not.
You're bad. It should feel bad. I'm kidding. Tanner Gray's a good driver. Just
proud of everybody from
bad break. Damn, Kyle Busch fourth. Fox's ticker is broken.
I feel like I've made a lot of
Kyle Busch just passed for
mistakes all
fourth.
year to
I thought he was
put us in the
seventh.
Position that we're in, and then to do that at a race that is a race that you must run well at is pretty bad. So just need to figure something out on my end. But yeah, proud of everybody from Tricon, Toyota. Appreciate everybody that supports me. Just need to do a better job.
Moving forward, Adam.
Toyota.
Frustrating for him.
Moving forward.
Hard to listen to. You just know how close they were. Fast truck today, unable to take advantage.
But you have to love.
Well, we had 14, 15 peaceful lap. We're on lap 15 now, last lap of the stage. Peaceful laps without having to worry about Kyle Busch, but he's fourth now, so.
Yeah, that's a mature young man right there that just faced the facts that he's got to do better. And he has the ability. We've seen him run up front all year long. Just has to put it all together. I'll be pulling for him. That was a tough interview to watch because you know how passionate these guys are about their chances.
Final lap of the stage. Zane Smith out in front of Matt DiBenedetto. Big for Matty D, trying to get some of those stage points. Same for Nick.
DiBenedetto needs the points. He's about to get 9 of them.
We'll collect a bunch
Well,
of stage points here.
I can't. Can you show the battle for fucking second?
Taylor Craven thought he might try to cross him over there. And there, Christian Eckes, member, started all the way.
Or
at the
fix
back
your
of the
goddamn
field,
ticker.
to the 11th spot.
Zane Smith wins stage 1. Sanchez passed Benedetto for second, and Fox didn't show it. They were too busy watching 10th place to see that the top 4 were under a blanket. So DiBenedetto finishes third in stage 1, but still, good points.
Guys that really need some good points.
Yeah, Sanchez gets to second, DiBenedetto third, Kyle Busch up to fourth, Austin Hill completes
Don't worry, the Kyle Busch show is
top
coming, and I'll
15
regret
laps
ever
of
starting streaming this.
Pocono. It's all about Zane Smith.
Let me look at Xfinity. Let me bring up the lineup for Xfinity and look at the odds. I kind of look at that. Does Kyle get points? He gets owner's points. He's not in the driver's standing. He gets owner points. Xfinity odds. Damn, I can't take Chase Elliott. He's a fucking plus 380. Well, I didn't want to click that. J-Ski, thank you very much. I know Josh Berry's on the pole. Can I please see the fucking starting lineup? Thank you. Okay, Josh Berry. Daniel Hemrick qualified second. Would I dare place a bet on him? This is going to be a tough one to bet on. This is going to be a tough race to bet. I basically concede that I have no chance to win any money. Michael, we're going big. I'm going to text it to you now because I don't think I'm going to win any money anyway, so I might as well go big. Daniel Hemrick. Give me Hemrick. We're gonna chase the money in that one because why not? You're taking Creed. I don't trust him. Not that I trust Hemrick either, but I stand to win more if I get Hemrick. So give me Hemrick. Take that front row starting spot, and who knows? He's due. He's got to be fired up after Atlanta. I'm not going to win any money because John Hunter Nemechek and Chase Elliott are the heavy favorites, followed by Josh Berry, who's on the pole. So I'm just going to take a swing. Daniel Hemrick. It'll be a swing and a miss, but why not? Starting on the front row at 28-1. Yes, give me that. He's pissed off after Atlanta. He's got to win.
NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series here at Pocono. Zane Smith gets it done. Sanchez, DiBenedetto, Kyle Busch, Austin Hill, the top five as we look at the other point getters. Big for Stuart Friesen to get a couple of stage points. Pit road is open. And now we find out what games they are playing. A few of them heading your way, Jamie.
We'll start off with Austin Hill in that number 7 machine. He qualified 5th. He still is placed
56 if Hemrick wins from a front row starting spot. Yeah, I'll take the chance.
Now he said on a scale, he'd say he's about a 5 out of 10. They asked him if he wanted a drink bottle. He said, nope, I'm all hydrated. All I need is tear off. Josh?
Update on 25, but Matt DiBenedetto said that truck started off tight, got worse during that run, and also said the truck is running a little hot, so they're going to give him a tear off, see if they can cool that thing down, guys.
So if you pit here, pit window somewhere 30, 32 laps. That means you're doing it on a 2-stop strategy. And if you stayed out, you're probably thinking do it on 1. And it was tight coming off there. Taylor Gray exiting his pit near contact.
And the race off pit road. Who stayed out and took the lead? Like I said, that caution early is going to throw this off.
Obviously, you're going to be behind these trucks that have elected.
I haven't decided on my cut bits yet. I have till tomorrow on that one.
I like this strategy. Okay, I've finally made up my mind. I like this one. I want to stay out here.
Until it doesn't work later?
I'll update you later. But right now, you can see what's that 10, 15 trucks that have stayed out. That's going to mix things up.
15 trucks stayed out, and unfortunately, Kyle Busch was one of them.
But Stuart Friesen finished 9th in that stage, and now he stayed out, so he's going to try to take advantage of this stage.
Zane Smith, the race leader, stays out.
The hood's up on Haley Deegan.
Nick Sanchez stayed on track because, as we said earlier, that's been the call for Danny Stockman when he's had success here in the past as we look at that 13 forward for Haley Deegan.
I think that's from the initial start, Phil.
Yeah, I do too.
She got into the back of Stephen Parsons in the 02.
I think they're just trying to push the ductwork back out so that truck will cool effectively. Obviously, she was probably running a little bit hot because of there's the damage. That's the other end of that damage. That CRC truck.
That's some good camera work, isn't it? It just mentioned something and bam!
Fox is really good at zooming the camera in. Great work.
Hey, if you thought stage 1 seemed quick, stage 2 is going to seem even faster. We go green for the second part of the race from Pocono. After you watch this on FS1, good to have you along.
Dale Jr. said stage cautions are the #1 reason why he's not attempted a truck race yet, because he thinks they're fucking stupid. And he feels like his advantage, because he wants to do a truck race at Martinsville, said his advantage is over a long run saving tires. But he's like, there's no point in doing that because everybody just races like a dumbass because they're short stages and they're going to throw a caution anyway. So, yeah, if they want to see Dale Jr. in a truck race, get rid of stage yellows. I haven't decided. I'm not picking Bell or Byron. I don't know if I am. I just said early in the week I was thinking about that. The odds are going to change after qualifying. Well, I'm only going all out on the Xfinity race because I'm not going to win any money regardless, because Chase Elliott, John Hunter Nemechek, or Josh Berry is going to win it. So Well, let's be honest. It's going to be John Hunter Nemechek or Chase Elliott is guaranteed to win the Xfinity race.
Stage at Pocono for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and we've been bouncing around all this strategy talk, and there's going to be plenty of it, especially in the next 15, 20 laps.
We bounce it around, Adam, 'cause it's been
I'm
bouncing
pitting
around
with
all
3
over
to go
the
in this
place
stage, and that's the
for
bottom
6
line.
years.
Do I really think Chase is going to win? Yes. Dude, that Xfinity race today is a 2-car race. It's Nemechek versus Chase Elliott. Nobody else matters.
In relation to the bubble, I mean, you can look at these numbers, and this doesn't even fully tell the story.
No, this is what we talked about. The last 6 years since stage racing came in is exactly split. 3 guys made it on 2 stops. 3 guys made it on 1 stop. And you would think that all the guys that stayed out, 11 trucks stayed on the racetrack that time, plus Matt Crafton, who pitted early, are on the 1-stop strategy. But we have people like Nick Sanchez who got 9 points that desperately need those stage points. Stuart Friesen's another guy that stayed out that needs those stage points. So that may change their strategy a little bit.
What Phil's saying, they might run to that into that stage, get those points, and then pit, and hope to do like Christopher Bell did, or excuse me, John Hunter Nemechek did when he pitted at the end of that second stage and won 2 years ago. Kyle Busch is just thinking win, baby.
Win. Number 100 for KBM is what he's looking for.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be the 100th win for KBM when Kyle Busch wins this fucking race. Yippee. Hey, there's a school bus in the background. Who brought a school bus to the racetrack? Field trip, green flag. Stage 2. 15 trucks stayed out. The rest of the field pitted. And they fan out back there. And Corey Haim sends it under Kyle Busch. Wow. Corey Haim, what a move, man. Sanchez had a bad corner there. Look out. Kyle Busch takes the lead with a push from Friesen down the back. And that's the race, boys and girls. Race over. Kyle Busch wins. Look how he gapped the field going into turn 2. Ooh, Crafton. Mid-pack off of 2. Michael Waltrip's a robot. What the hell happened to the audio there? We're in a simulation. That is a hell of a crowd for a truck race. Listen to this audio. I fucking hate Fox. They're so bad. What's up, Karen? I said before you got here, Xfinity race is either Nemechek or Chase Elliott. Nobody else matters, so I took a big bet on Daniel Hemrick. Hey, they fixed their audio. You go, Fox.
With Sanchez, and he has been able to hang inside the top 5 through a few restarts with some great veterans around him up there. That's not easy to do at Pocono.
And guys, he's not one of those ones that had a little bit of experience in the ARCA series.
Pocono might be a track we need to add to the list of get rid of states cautions, you know, along with literally every other track. But Pocono's basically a road course when it comes to strategy.
Won a stage here last season as an ARCA victory at Pocono on his resume, so he understands his way around this unique 2.5-mile layout. How about it, Josh?
Wow, it would be so impressive if Kyle Busch won a truck championship. Not.
That grinding in the rear of that truck yesterday.
Nobody cares about Kyle Busch winning anything in trucks because it's not impressive and it's not an accomplishment.
So well, they had plenty of good notes to go off
So, yeah, wow, he can go get a truck championship. Good for him. Racing against such stiff competition as Dean Thompson and a washed-up Matt Crafton.
The results don't lie.
Oh, what an accomplishment.
Contact there as he tries to dip inside his teammate one more time.
Literally nobody would give a shit if Kyle Busch won a truck championship.
Fifth in the running order.
I believe if I was Jake, I'd say he caught me. He's faster than me. He's driving me crazy all over my bumper. I'm going to let him go and settle in behind him and see if I can run toward the front with him instead of trying to hold him off. Totally agree.
But not a bad guy to follow. As you said, Phil, first time Garcia's been
Look
here.
at this goat fuck on the backstretch with Ankrum, Crafton, Gralla, Chastain. Ooh.
16 is Ankrum, 88 is Crafton. Gralla's there.
Austin Hill just pulled up on it. Raja Carruth's right there. This is a hell of a battle. Too bad it's for like, what, 18th, 17th?
Is able to make that pass.
As Barney Hall would say, veteran announcer, you can put a blanket over all six of
When Kyle Busch goes to the Truck Series full-time after he's done Cup racing, that will be like the lowest watched year of truck racing ever because nobody's going to give a shit.
Crafton tucked in the middle of this mess.
Brett Holmes going to pull out, make it
Here's something Kyle Busch should try to do. Win 7 Cup championships in 84 races. He should try to do that.
momentum.
Look at that. You're running in the back of this pack. It's like you're at Talladega or Daytona. I'm right there. I can see top 10, but just can't get there.
Daniel Dye going to try to make the move around. Haley Deegan, he used the draft. Down on the inside.
Oh, this is a boring fucking race. I'm glad it's short. Only reason I'm streaming this race is because it's really short.
Going to be 5 laps to go next time around. Just a few laps away from green flags pit stops, we think.
Yeah, guys are going to pit with 3 to go in the stage, I'm pretty sure.
Quiet track nestled.
He's about to make it 2. Thank God this race is short. Man, Hocevar was a swing and a miss today for me. Do I ever think we'll see a 6 or 7 time champion again? Probably not. Somebody might get close to that. You never know. I think Larson, Truex, Elliott, maybe Logano could get close to that. I'd say Denny, but he's too far behind. Denny Hamlin's already wasted 17 years. He ain't getting to more than 1 or 2. And Kyle Busch hits pit road here from the lead. Like I said, that's the right strategy. He don't need stage points. Corey Haim in the pits as well.
Scheduled green flag pit stops underway as we close on the end of stage 2. You saw it while we were away in the side-by-side coverage. Corey Haim.
Zane Smith assumes the lead, but I think he'll hit pit road this time. Oh, no, he's going to stay out and take the points. 2 to go. Zane Smith wants the points. They're thinking of the regular season championship and the playoff points bonus for that.
26 points behind Corey Hine.
Cheers, Zane. Pit or stay. The crew chief. Stay. We want those points. Know how valuable those could be for some insurance in the playoffs.
Well, and for Sanchez, we talked about Danny Stockman, his crew chief, and what the strategy that he had put on the board the last couple of times he's been to victory lane here, but a different game for Sanchez today because they're, of course, chasing those points. So Sanchez stays out here running third.
Dean Thompson would dearly love to get by Zane Smith. Dean was one of those trucks that came to pit road. Obviously, fresh tires on that 5 truck. See if he can hold off Zane Smith here as they come to 1 to go on the stage.
See that little bit of sparking flying there. That's the low air pressure on the tires. When you change your tires, trucks lower down a bit. That'll come up.
If they finish like this, Friesen, Sanchez, DiBenedetto all get great stage points here that they desperately need.
Corey Hine, the best of the bunch of those that pitted under green. He's 22nd right now and will cycle up front as most of these drivers in front of him now will come down pit road at the end of the stage.
You can see
Halfway through this boring-ass race.
His team beat Kyle Busch's guys off of pit road, and now we'll be cycling toward the front here when we throw the green and white checkered.
You remember a month ago when we were worried about our defending champ Zane Smith? He had that run and finishes outside the top 20.
I wasn't worried.
Okay. Back-to-back runner-up finishes, and now doing what he's doing today. Zane Smith is the man.
Big points day for Zane Smith.
Stage 2. Friesen,
DiBenedetto is going to get some more points.
The top 5. Crafton back to the top 10 gets a stage point.
Crafton gets a stage point. He pitted back on lap number 5 on that first caution.
This is fun, isn't it?
It is.
Shut the fuck up, Michael Waltrip.
This year for Zane Smith. 3 of those have come.
It's so fun, ain't it?
3 races. Final stage on the way from Pocono.
Well, it's a truck race. I bet the pace is about to slow down considerably with all the cautions we're probably going to get. Calm down. What do you want, Mr. Ozzy? Yeah. Fuck on. Yappy ass cat.
coming into today. 5 points, separated 4 drivers at the cut line. So these stages are so big. And the drivers coming to pit road now. Stayed out to get those stage points. Zane Smith sweeping the stages. Good day for Sanchez, De Benedetto, and Friesen. They all needed them. They got them. And now pit stops, Jamie.
Nick Sanchez will be the first one to stop in that box. Sammy Stockman and he have been very secretive over the radio, but I did gather that they are going to take 4 new tires. They're going to go down 1.5 turns on that track bar. He said overall he is pretty happy with the truck that's underneath him. I want to go up pit lane just a little bit to that number 52, Stuart Friesen. He said he was way too free into turn 3, but he was too tied off. He said it was almost like a 4-wheel slide, so they're making a couple of adjustments to make him more comfortable. Josh?
Big points day so far for Zane Smith in the 38. 1 and 2. His biggest complaint is in turn 3. He says it's just way too tight.
Florida has everything
Don't worry, we'll free you up just a little bit.
except seasonal weather.
11 trucks stayed on track. Those are the ones that had made pit stops prior to the end of the stage. So you see the race off pit road, and if you pit it here, depending on the chute, you're going to, likely restart.
How is Hocevar so bad
The
today?
top 10, you got a little fresher tires. Some of these guys we know have really fast trucks. It's going to be fun to watch how it all plays out.
No, it's not, because Kyle Busch is going to lead every lap, and we're all going to be
Right now, we're
bored,
gonna
but
see
it's going to be
Corey
over
Hunt and
quickly.
Kyle Busch, who've been strong here. They will be up towards the front on this restart, and see if any of these guys behind them can catch him.
Give a lot of credit to Corey Hunt. Got in front of Kyle Busch, and that cycle of stops. Now he's in control of the race. It's the final stage at Pocono.
Yeah, you're in Florida. That weather's rough. I know it's bad here, but Florida's like hotter than the devil's scrotum right now. Can't believe I'm wasting an hour and a half of my day streaming a Kyle Busch truck race. We'll play more San Andreas, but we'll play Rivals after this because I'm in the mood to keep driving. I've played Rivals for the last couple hours before the truck race. Excuse me. Corey Haim's going to get the lead here. He beat Kyle Busch out of the pit, or cycled through in front of Kyle Busch. Kyle did have a little bit of a slow stop, I noticed, on the right rear on his pit stop, but it's so inconsequential I didn't even make comment on it because we all know he's still going to win. And he's only third, so he'll be all right.
Pocono Raceway is a tricky track indeed.
All set for the final stage for the Craftsman Truck Series at Pocono. It is the CRC brake clean.
I don't know. Fantasy bugs me because then it's another thing I have to think about when I just want to relax and watch a race. It's like I stopped playing fantasy football because I hated getting up on Sunday morning and going, shit, let's have a damn fantasy team. Racing probably be more fun, though.
In the final stage, you can pay it off with a win here in the Poconos.
I can just tell by the smile on your face, Adam. You like what we're lining up to do here. You see Kyle Busch, he's going to be right up front with Corey Heim.
That other truck pitted, so Kyle Busch is second, not third.
He is the control truck.
Interesting group of trucks that cycled through to the front behind Corey Heim and Kyle Busch.
Position right now. They had to do some work on that truck early. I bet you they tidied up some more stuff under that caution. We'll see how fast he can drive up toward the top 10.
In updating those drivers that stayed out to get the stage point, Zane Smith wins stage 1, stage 2. He will restart 18th here. Nick Sanchez scored 17th prior to the green flag. Jamie?
Well, how about starting 4th and 5th? Parker Kligerman and Kaz Gralla, respectively. After starting this race 22nd and 15th, they have found themselves up into the top 5. I just checked in with Seth Smith, the crew chief for Kaz Gralla, asked about the fuel situation. They last topped off on lap 27. He said, we're good to go to the checkered. So they're feeling pretty good about their truck, even though Kaz said he underdrove in qualifying. They have something that they can certainly race with. For Parker Kligerman, they were not happy with that truck post-qualifying, which is what moved him all the way to the back. He said there was a weird noise. They thought they might have
I like that Tide truck Kligerman has. If Darrell Waltrip had the Tide card NASCAR Rivals, I would buy the DLC.
They'll race later today. So will Austin Hill. He lost a lap in the cycle of stops. He gets the free pass. He's back.
Green flag. Corey Heim, leader from the outside line. Kyle Busch on the inside. Somebody take Kyle Busch 3 wide here. Wow, the top 6 or 8 trucks stayed in line. They didn't fan out till about 12th place. Corey Heim takes the lead off into turn 1. Can he hold it? 25 more laps. Corey Heim did win a truck race over Kyle Busch at Martinsville this year. Ooh. What a move by Christopher Bell. Y'all almost forgot Christopher Bell's in this race, driving the 61.
Keep that truck low on that angle. Of course you can if you're Christopher Bell. He's a veteran.
As Kaz Gralla, that one truck right beside him. Kaz gets off the corner pretty well as they get down towards turn number 3.
Heim and Kyle Busch already separating themselves from the field. They're 0.7 of a second ahead as they come off turn 3. All right, kind of close back up there. Taylor Gray staying with Kyle. Corey Heim has given us hope for at least one lap that he can hold off this dickhead. My old school hatred of Kyle Busch only comes out in the truck. Never mind, Kyle's making the pass into turn 1. Heim around the outside, though, going to hang on. Kyle drafted up to him down the front stretch and dove off into 1, but outside line's a little better off of 1. Yeah, Ross is in this race. Bell's in this race. Kaz Gralla's in the 1. Taylor Gray gained a couple tenths on Kyle and Corey there. If Corey Heim can hold off Kyle Busch for the final 25 laps at Pocono, I think Corey Heim could be considered the next big star. He's going to have a hell of a future. This will be 2 times this year that he's beat Kyle Busch head-to-head if he can make it happen. Corey, you got to hold that line. You're scrubbing speed. The 17's catching both of you. Here comes Kyle making the run into 1. Kyle has such a motor down the front stretch. It's crazy. Corey Heim, I think, beats Kyle in and out of every corner, but when they get halfway down the front stretch, it's like Kyle Busch has 50 more horsepower. Whoa, Ross got sideways.
An issue for Ross. He must have had a moment, as you can see.
He got loose.
Driving by. There's Matt DiBenedetto, Nick Sanchez going by.
That 41 truck ain't been worth a damn in quite a while.
We saw that early in the race with Tanner Gray. See if we can catch what happens.
Hell, Hocevar's having a bad day. That's Ross's teammate. Oh, he got Eckist.
That'll get you a little bit.
A little loose. Nothing Ross ain't done to anybody else.
I think Christian just ran up on him a little bit faster than he expected and caused Ross to lose all the ground he gained.
Went from 8th to 18th, Jamie.
Yes, and he had worked so hard to get up there. He was so loose early on. He said it felt like it was just edgy. Only out on the grid, he said, some races you come into, you just don't have the speed. You just got to work through it. That's what they've done. So certainly a frustrating moment after everything that they were able to build. Josh?
strong run right now for the 17.
Taylor Gray is pretty good. I like Taylor Gray. I like Corey Haim. I like Majeski.
Remember, this is his first truck race here.
And Kyle Busch has lost ground to Corey Haim.
So he feels good.
I don't even think Kyle got to Haim on the front stretch that time. Don't worry, Kyle will get the caution he needs and blow by him on a restart. Don't worry.
This is a big day.
It's trucks. There's no way this goes green, right?
We saw him up front at IRP last year. Got taken out late in that race. Leading, yeah. Had to crash and look at that battle.
Oh my God! Look at that battle.
In the middle of this mess, Zane Smith, who wins stage 1, stage 2, and we heard him talk about it on the radio. Stay out, win the stage, get those points. We're chasing a regular season title. They've done that. But because they did that, they lost all that track position, and now you
God
find
damn, Zane Smith's 28th.
big old mess as we.
I don't know if them stage points were worth it, man. Corey Haim looks like he's about to win the race or at least finish third. He's got a lock on third or better, and you're running 28 coming to 20 to go.
See the 7 there, Boston Hill, Chase Purdy.
I guess they just took a chance on hoping they'd get a better restart than that or not lose quite as much track position, but it backfired.
And look, I talked about it earlier. You can see 10 spots. You just can't go get them because of how difficult and how competitive the Truck Series is.
I'm still holding the lead. 20 to go.
Leading. It's our Craftsman, 20 to go. I'm looking for his third win of the season. Kyle Busch behind him, looking for his third win in the Truck Series at Pocono. Taylor Gray, Christopher Bell, Parker Kligerman in the top 5. Kaz Grala, Ty Majeski from the back is 7th. Dean Thompson is 8th. Christian Eckes from the rear is 9th. Ben Rhodes also coming from the tail has a position inside the top 10.
Nice job by
Good run down the
Thompson.
Long Pond straightaway that time.
Inside the top 10. Set on the pole for the ARCA race.
But Corey Haim, he just powers through the middle of the corner.
You know, we had this matchup here in Martinsville. Corey Haim versus Kyle Busch, heads up, head-to-head. And very rarely does a young trucker go head-to-head with Kyle Busch and beat him. Corey Haim did it that day in Martinsville. We already talked about how good of a driver he is, what great future he has ahead of him. Man, if he's able to beat Kyle here on Pocono with the experience and the wins Kyle has here, another huge day.
Kyle got a big run down the front stretch. He finally got back to his door here. Slide job. Slide job. Crossover. And Corey Haim's back to his inside. This is going to give Taylor Gray a chance. Kyle Busch did a slide job at Pocono.
Kyle's going to be in the preferred line on the outside through the tunnel turn here.
Don't lift, Haim. If you wreck, you wreck. I'm kidding. Haim's got to think big picture here. He's trying to win regular season points. Damn, he sent it in there. Corey Haim is so much better through turn 2 than Kyle Busch. That's the difference in the race right now. You saw it there. You saw it on the onboard the lap before. You saw it there. He took the lead back.
Going toe-to-toe with one of the best and holding his own.
Kyle Busch said he's chattering the right rear tires. It really shows in the middle of the corner.
That's Kyle saying he's loose, chattering the right rear. Ooh,
While he's battling for the lead, by the way.
that gets my attention. I'm just sitting here in the booth.
If Kyle Busch wins and we get a good battle out of it, fine. I can live with that. What a great Corey Haim through the center of the corner. Any corner. Although Kyle ran wider that time to try to get a bigger run. It didn't really work.
You're liable to have a truck right beside you.
And here's where Corey can separate himself. Turn 2. I don't think Kyle's even going to get a run on Corey Haim on the front stretch this lap.
18 laps to go for the Craftsman Truck Series at Pocono.
He might. He's still close enough. I thought he might lose a little more ground than that. Ooh, Garcia just bounced off the wall. He must have had some help. We stay green. Kyle did not get the run down the front stretch. I was right about that. He didn't get to Corey's inside. Going to try to put a lap together here and go again. Zane Smith's up to 20th. Restarted 30th, I think. Can't believe we haven't had a caution yet. Had a couple close calls. Kyle didn't quite get to the inside of Corey again this time. Probably just going to try to stay right on his left rear here and get him loose. Can't get there. Corey drags him off the corner.
Laps to go at Pocono for the Craftsman Truck Series, and this battle for the lead just will not go away. Corey Heim, Kyle Busch trading blows. 11 of Heim out front right now.
15 to go.
That's a good call by the spotter. Yeah. He's seeing what Kyle's doing, running down the front straightaway, right on his bumper.
Taylor Gray's back to within a second of these two. What Corey needs is for the 17 to catch Kyle Busch.
It's double as loose. So he wants to get up to the top side of the racetrack, and you can see he's filling it out up there, running about a half truck length higher than Heim.
Oh, we got a spinner. Sanchez. Oh, and Garcia's in the wall as well. Caution's out with 15 laps to go. I knew we'd get a yellow. Did Kyle Busch pass Corey Heim when Heim slowed down for the caution?
I just was talking about Kyle Busch being that way, and two trucks get together like that, you wonder what happened. We'll see.
Garcia was 12th. Sanchez was 14th.
Garcia's all tore up. He'd been in the wall once already.
For Jake, it's a shame. Such a solid day for that young man.
There was a lot of damage to Nick's truck as well. On the other side, Jamie.
Speak.
He's on the radio right now talking with Danny Stockman. He told Danny that it doesn't feel like anything's tore up. He said, "I'm sorry, there was nothing that I really could have done." He said, "I went to the brake, it was a little bit soft." Danny's telling him right now it sounds like that he does have a flat tire, but Nick is now slowing it down so the team can get a better look at it.
They make sure the damn Xfinity race is at the time they say it is.
Damage on the right front, but
5:30. I'm not going to turn on at 5:15 and the race be going, am I?
I go back to the stage points that they collected and how big that is now for Nick Sanchez as we get the replay of what's brought out our fourth caution of the afternoon.
There it is.
Ooh. Yeah, Sanchez busted his ass.
We heard Kyle Busch talking
and 2 spots for DiBenedetto, who's having a good points day. Has a shot at the top 10 here. Ooh, show that Daniel Dye on board. You got another good look at that.
Tough break for those two young guys.
I wonder if our buddy... Ooh, that's just a shame. Just a mistake by Nick. Took out Jake. I wonder if our guy Daniel...
Well, he's right behind him. You know he's going to be right behind everything that happens on the racetrack.
Daniel Dye gets a view of everything because he runs 20th every goddamn week. So, of course, his onboard is useful.
Oh, we see smoke. Look at that. Couldn't see where he was headed. Relying heavily on the spotter there to say, go high, go middle, go middle. He was able to drive right through it.
Hey, and Dye's been on a run of top 15 finishes lately. Scored 14th right now.
Yeah.
With a 43 in position to get it done again. Continues to chase that first top 10 finish of his rookie campaign.
What a battle at the front.
Hey, and I was going to say this, Michael, speaking of rookies, before we got the caution, I know it was all about Heim and Busch. Taylor Gray's
pretty good.
He was only a second behind those top 2.
He's just watching too, Adam, thinking, y'all two get side by side. I'll come make a 2-for-1 pass.
And he knows they're going to get side by side. Kyle may be cooling his heels a little bit, trying to cool those tires back down, but he will go after Corey Heim, there's no question. But what a great job by Taylor Gray.
Well, we had 2 rookies on the front row to start this race. Could we get a surprise winner and a rookie in the form of Taylor Gray, who would really screw things up when it comes to that playoff cut line?
Yeah, let's not forget that guy running 4th right now that has got himself into position, Christopher Bell.
You know, you talk about going side by side. They definitely are going to go side by side in about a lap. When we restart.
At the choose.
We're going to choose where we go and how we get there.
And I'm looking at Ty Majeski, who's just behind this group in the 5th position. came in nearly 100 points above the cut line with what he's done today, being shown plus 113. So he has pretty much locked himself into the playoffs, despite the fact he's not claimed victory this year. And we talked about him during practice yesterday. You know, he hadn't won this season, but he hadn't won last year till we got to the playoffs. And you look at these playoff tracks and what a great short track racer he is, with Milwaukee on his schedule in the playoffs now. You think about IRP, Bristol, where he won a season ago. It's setting up for him to do exactly what he did in 2022. Turn it up in the playoffs, win races, make the championship forward.
Yeah, he won one of the biggest short track races in America a couple of weeks ago, the Slinger Nationals. And so, you know, when he goes to Milwaukee with the experience he has there, he's going to be really tough. But he's good everywhere.
We look at that playoff cut line. Friesen now plus 23, came in below. DiBenedetto went from plus 5 to plus 30. Sanchez, of course, lost a bunch of positions here with a slide, but he had all of those stage points. He's plus 9 over Crafton. And I mentioned Ty Majeski, who's all but locked at plus 113. 13 laps remaining at Pocono. We're under caution for this.
I knew Kyle Busch would get that caution he needed. God, you got good. You can hear Switch. No, I'm doing something on the Switch at the moment. I'm not playing it. I don't know how you hear that. Am I making my mean? No. Ain't got time for that shit. Had an interesting night playing Friday the 13th last night.
Does it get any better?
We're going to have a 10-lap shootout, boy.
So many different things on the table here when you look at the end of this race. And we're going to get a restart with 10 to go. You got the all-time leader on the front row with one of the young superstars. I say on the front row. I guess.
Well, actually, we're going to restart with less than that. We still ain't coming to the green. What the hell?
I don't think you want to give up a row here this late in the going.
Hey, let's see if we can get a word with Taylor Gray. Hey, Taylor, it's Waltrip in the Fox team. Do you copy?
I'd say no, fuck off.
Bud, you're doing an awesome job. Do you think you have anything for those two in front of you? You're doing perfect today.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, about pure speed, they're pretty quick. My teammate, Corey Himes, pretty quick, but maybe they start racing each other pretty hard. Get pack a big hole in the air here on the front stretch and the back stretch. Maybe I can get a little racy with them and see what we can do.
All right, Bud. Go get them. Thanks. Thanks for your time.
Let's hear from a couple of crew chiefs. Down to Jamie.
All right, coming to 1 to go.
And Brian Patty's
They'll
making
restart
the
with
call
9
on
to
the
go.
number 51 for Kyle Busch. He's talked about wanting just a little bit more grit, but now here you go, the run to the checkered flag. What does he have to fight with?
Just a little bit free, but he's doing a great job. We just the 11, knows how to mirror drive pretty well, so it's gonna be a good race. I drove this truck.
Is that a backhanded compliment?
Race car driver, so it's all in his hands, and hopefully we can pull it off.
It's going to be a good battle to the end, Josh.
Scott Zipadelli on the call for the 11 team of Corey Heim. What's it going to take to hold off Kyle Busch for these final laps and get the win?
We're going to need our teammate to push us. If we can clear the 51 and the 17 can follow us, I think we can hold them off. But we got Christopher Bell behind Kyle. Christopher's speed's not all that good after a few laps, so I think if we clear and we get a good restart, I think we can stay out front with our safe flight Toyota Pro.
Thanks and good luck. Adam?
Hey, Zippy said it there. Talking about the teammate element in all of this. And the last restart, Taylor Gray did a really good job of pushing Corey Heim. That's going to be huge here on this restart.
Yeah, but what about the guy that's going to be pushing Kyle Busch?
He's decent.
Yeah, Christopher Bell.
Oh, man, this is intense.
A couple Cup superstars lined up to your inside.
And, it just, we've seen them be able to go 3 and 4 wide already. And now, this could be the money restart. No telling what's going to happen when they get down toward turn 1.
We're going to restart with 9 laps to go. Time is running out.
By the way, Jake Garcia, involved in that incident a moment ago with Sanchez, has been released from the care center. Good news there.
Little update from my health. My heart rate's 110 right now.
And you're not even going to restart.
No, I know, but I can't wait to watch this. It's just...
It's going to be a clusterfuck. Christopher Bell is inside second row.
We love this stuff.
I'm hoping the two teammates on the top there, Heim and Gray, work together to at least get clear of Kyle Busch coming out of turn 1.
Regular season finale from Richmond right here on FS1.
There's going to be some sleepless nights for those guys around the cut line.
I'm sorry, I just have to root against Kyle Busch in a truck race. It's stupid that he's even in this race.
Sanchez in front of Matt Crafton.
But it's been a good race today. And look at that crowd for a truck race. That's awesome.
Been great all day. 9 to go. Can Heim stay in front of Kyle Busch? 11 outside.
Teammates on the outside.
1 inside. Time to decide it at Pocono.
11 needs number 17 to get a good start. He does just that. Pushes the 11 ahead of Kyle Busch.
They fan out behind Kyle. So Corey Heim is going to have the lead easily here into turn 1. Kyle Busch going to slide into second. Hocevar just caused a major crash. Friesen, Austin Hill, Casgrala. Stephen Parsons. That was Hocevar. He kind of cleared himself up in front of somebody and took out half the field.
Stephen Parsons into the outside wall.
He was having a solid day up in the top 20, racing with some really good trucks.
Cautions breed cautions. The hell's Haley Deegan doing? And Zane Smith got destroyed in that. Damn.
Carson Hocevar down on the bottom of the racetrack.
Casgrala destroyed.
And caused...
No, I didn't have a friend request on the Swift.
He just cleared himself up, but he moved up.
It's a secret.
See all the debris for Casgrala.
That'll be terminal for Kaz.
You get a crash early on a restart. You got so many trucks right there together. You know you can produce a big one like this, and this is going to eliminate several good trucks from contention.
Man, Stewart had done such a great job today getting stage points, putting himself in a position to have a great finish. You can see Ross with damage as well.
Yeah. Good fantasy day. What a
point,
mess. This might be a red flag.
Back to that, Michael. Friesen out of his truck, done for the day. He went from well above the cut line to now 5 below. Matt Crafton, with the good fortune of avoiding this incident, now is back in to play.
Crafton missed the wreck, and he's back in the playoffs, and now Friesen is out for the moment.
Wallace Allen.
Hocevar caused that one.
Damage. Also, we saw Chastain, another Nice truck.
Crafton 4 points in, Friesen 4 out now. Tanner Gray 44 out after crashing to finish dead last today. DiBenedetto's had a good points day. He missed the wreck. And yes, they are red flagged. Fuck my life, they're red flagged.
We had said it made a nice jump with all the stage points, and where he's running, he's plus 29, came in plus 5.
Excuse me.
Sanchez came in 2 to the good. He's now plus 16, even though he's had some problems today. But this one really big.
Well, I told you the pace was going to slow down.
Friesen, who's been eliminated, and Crafton, who was able to drive through, is now 5 to the good. And, of course, that can change between now and the end of the race. But it's going to be real snug at the cut line once again when we head to Richmond next Saturday night. And the red flag is now being displayed as they prepare to get cleanup underway off of turn 1.
That's a shame. We saw
it's Hocevar
make it 3
and Kaz Gralla here.
In the middle there in the blue truck, and then he just pulls up. Didn't know he was
chastained him.
Maybe, possibly, but mistake.
I don't think he cared that they were 3 wide based on that move.
Oh,
Ross got a piece of that.
See, late there, Ross got into the crippled number 52 of Stuart Friesen. Yeah, don't know.
Wait, was DiBenedetto in that and I didn't realize it? Hold on.
It looked like he just moved up the hill, maybe thinking he could squeeze his way up, and certainly.
Nah, he missed it. He missed it. That was somebody else.
These trucks were not able to see after the initial truck started spinning and created so much smoke. There's another view. Kligerman.
It's a big old wreck.
The outside wall.
Benedetto just barely missed it.
Gets in the Kaz. Steffen gets in the Zane. Austin Hill gets involved with the 7 truck. He gets together with Steffen after the fact.
Look at that bright yellow truck, keeping his playoff hopes alive. Matt Crafton threaded his way through the chaos, as did Tyler Ankrum.
Period. Flag is out. You disgust me. No. We don't talk like that here on this channel.
Everybody behind him.
I want to know why my damn drum kit.
Really nice job.
He's being shown in 12th right now.
Keep having to adjust it. I'm going to play drums while they clean this shit up. I feel like jamming a little bit.
Steffen Parsons become a part of that. There's the O2 truck on the outside.
You're not going to be able to hear me play drums. I got headphones on.
And there's Zane.
A little oil fire there.
That's a shame.
See all the fluid on the racetrack.
He came in 26 points behind.
I feel like jamming.
Looking at that regular season championship, Chase won both stages and it made up a ton of ground. But after this and some of that track position, he lost in the exchange of strategy. Zane Smith now showing 46 points behind Corey Heim when it comes to trying to run down that regular season crown. And see here the drivers that were involved. You see Kaz Gralla out of his truck. He'll run in the Xfinity race later today. In fact,
I have too much shit plugged up in this room.
In this crash, doing double duty.
Can I show me
today.
playing drums?
Kaz,
Maybe one of these
Austin
days. I
Hill,
don't know.
Parker Kligerman. It had been a clean race. Excuse me, Michael. I mean, you had the Tanner Gray incident early. You know, the rest of stage 1, stage 2 fairly clean, and then here in this final stage, you had the problem with Sanchez when he and Garcia got connected, and now this big incident in turn 1 that's taken out some good ones.
Yeah, NASCAR had to throw the red to get this mess cleaned up, and it's just really tough to take when you if you're Stuart Friesen.
I don't really know what I'm playing. I'm
Steffen
just kind of
just making one of his few starts, gets tied up in that mess. Zane Smith on fire. Kaz.
I set my damn headset right here and not have it press a
when
button.
your day's ended. But we said it
Thank you.
earlier, Adam. As the laps wind down, it's just going to get more and more intense, and more stuff's going to go down, and that's what we just saw.
And another big restart coming after we clear everything in turn 1. 8 laps to go. Red flag is out at Pocono for the Craftsman Truck Series.
I don't want to play too much because it's going to get hot as shit in here. Walk this way. got a text. I don't know who this is. That little fucking beat and walk this way, like, it's so simple, but, like, my foot is mentally retarded. Joey Kramer's a much better drummer than I am. Then again, everybody is. A lot of shit that sounds simple on drums is a lot harder than you think.
At Pocono, big crash involving several drivers in turn one. The 88 of Matt Crafton was able to weave his way through all the problems, and the three-time champion is being shown 17th right now. How did he get it done?
Let me just draw you a little circle here, Adam, and show you how he gets it done.
That was a good circle, by the way.
Thank you. Big crash up ahead, and Matt, look at that. Track's nearly blocked. He was able to just squeeze between Stuart Friesen, Rajak Ruth to make his way through.
And you could see him accelerate before the hole would close back up. So you don't win 3 championships and have the kind of career Matt Crafton has had without avoiding some things.
You're starting to think maybe. Probably yes.
I was just going to go there.
You're just hedging your bet a little bit there.
I think we should dial up Matt Crafton here.
Hey, Matt Crafton, this is the Fox booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. But clear.
Well, buddy, we watched you avoid that incident there. It took all your years of experience to miss that. Great job, and really had you back in contention here. You were obviously a little different strategy, had some damage, but now in a pretty good position.
Yeah, guys, the truck handles not bad. We got lost track position. The beginning didn't fall pretty good. Then we got the nose tore up. Just have a little bit of parachute on the front. Just been a little bit aggravated day.
Playing God of Thunder.
For me. I mean, this place do not get along. So hopefully we can make trick and tell, you know what? Salvage a good finish today.
Well, you've done a great job. We've enjoyed watching you, and again, we've been watching you for a long time. And I said just a moment ago when we were watching that replay is that you don't win 3 championships without avoiding some incidents. You did a great job there.
Thank you. Appreciate it, boys. We're trying, okay? My patience keeps pulling out of line too many times because I want to go somewhere. And I get out of line and they don't come with me, and then you get weight trained. So a little aggravated today, but we're going to keep digging and see what we can make out of it.
All right, buddy, finish it off.
So you said to him, hey, I said just a few minutes ago, you don't win 3 championships without knowing what you're doing. You didn't mention that in the pre-race you said Pocono instead of Pocono yes on Matt.
You just say God of Thunder, AC/DC. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's Kiss.
Let's hear from his crew chief, Jamie.
Well, Jared Prince was also listening to Matt Crafton's comments in his conversation with you guys over the radio. He said it's aggravating. That's what it's like on that side of pit wall. Back on this side of pit wall, all the work that you guys have had to do to keep him in the place where he could get into point for contention. What have you had to say about your team?
Yeah, it's been a long day. Team's working hard. We got damaged on lap 1, so we had to come fix it right away.
I can play every AC/DC song in the world. It's just the same beat
We tried staying out for some stage points.
at a
We got
different
one.
tempo.
Probably should have just short pitted there and went for the better finish at the end of the day. But this wreck helped, obviously, and now we get back up to some of the faster trucks. We'll be all right.
He's all right, he said. Josh?
You're Joe Shear, crew chief of the 98, right now Majeski running 5th. You guys could clinch a playoff spot, get points, but you also have a shot for the win. So what are you looking at in the last final laps?
Well, we always go for the win. You know, the points come with that. So we're going to do what we got. I just don't think we got enough speed for those guys up front there. But, you know, we've done
a red flag in a race like this is really unfortunate.
Ty's doing a fantastic job. So you never know what's going to happen. This is not like our favorite place in the world, but you never know what's going to happen, and we're going to go for it.
That's a good luck, Joe. Guys.
Thank you, Josh. And with the trucks eliminated in this crash, that means Majeski now is locked in to the playoffs on points. It is, in fact, official. And we also should update that both Zane Smith and Stuart Friesen have been taken to the infield care center. They have been checked and released. Good news there after that hard hit in turn 1.
We knew it was just a formality for Tom Majeski. We figured he would probably lock himself in. He's had a great season, just hasn't got the victory lane. But as we talked earlier, no race is out of his reach when we get down to the playoffs.
And you can see his strategy's all been about the finish of this race, having that truck in position to take advantage of the checker flag and get the most points he could there.
Well, you know, he hasn't won, but he's 3rd in regular season points. So that's
Sorry for everybody who just tuned in and I'm not talking.
The thing I would say about Ty Majeski, talk to him anytime. It really doesn't matter the situation. He's steady as they come.
There's a red flag and I'm bored. I mean, this race was about to be over so fast, and we just had to have a red flag.
I think they're able to overcome.
Can I play Lose Yourself? Fuck no.
They do have success. They're able to handle that as well, and that's why he made the championship for last year, and he's in the position he's in 2023.
Let's see if we can talk to Ty Majeski and ask him what he's thinking here late. Hey, Ty, it's Waltrip in the game from the Fox booth. Do you copy?
I got you loud and clear.
Well, it's been a steady progression toward the front of the pack. Now that you're there, you got something for these boys. Can you win this race?
Well, I don't know. I think we're decent. Obviously, typical Pocono as you get farther and farther down the front, get closer to that clean air. The truck handles better, so Joe made a great call to put that second stage, get some track position. They were in pretty good position. With our front thing, 4 F-150 to get ourselves a good finish, maybe contest for a win here.
Well, you won one of the biggest short track races in America a couple weeks ago, and there's a lot of short track racing going on for the playoffs. You've got to feel really confident about your chances to be the champion this year.
I really feel great about these next 4 or 5 races or so. Obviously, as you mentioned, won Player Nationals last week, and then went to Anderson and ran third with AJ Stewart. So just a pleasure to drive good super late models and fast trucks week in and week out. Love what I do, and hopefully we can get some momentum pushed around on the truck side. We got to switch around a little bit at Ohio, but need to get back to the top 5, get guys to death, and then make a run deep in the playoffs.
Well, we love watching what you do, but thanks for your time. Have a good rest of the day.
Yeah, thanks, Mikey. You guys have fun up there.
We are. We're always, it's like he's been watching.
He knows us well, doesn't he? This caution of the day has led to a red flag. This is the
What's up, Caden? Yeah, we're racing after this. Whenever this ends, whenever this fucking race ends, we're going to play rivals. Fuck, it's hot in here now. Whoopsie doodle. Why did I turn my fan off? Turn that shit back on, please. It's hot as shit. Ugh. And of course my fan falls over. I have nowhere to put shit in this room. They deployed the L flag. Yeah, I started playing drums. Yeah, I'm playing drum. Not that y'all can hear. I could have plugged the speakers in and then y'all could have heard, but what's the fucking point in that? It's just me making a bunch of noise. You don't know what song I'm playing or nothing. My room is pretty fucking small. I have a very small room.
Making his final start of the 2023 season. Can he hit the century mark? It's been so much to the Craftsman Truck Series. Made the move in the offseason from Toyota to Chevrolet. And it's a big day for Toyota as well. Corey Heim is out front. We said it earlier, but if he wins, or Christopher Bell, Taylor Gray, they're all up there. It would be win number 600 all time. Toyota in the top 3 series of NASCAR. And we're going to get a restart with 5 laps to go. How about that?
Here's the crew chief of the 17 team for Taylor Gray, Jacob Hampton. How are you feeling about your chances of coming home with a win right now in the 3rd position as we get set to go back here?
When I moved over to crew chief my first race was Mid-Ohio, so this is my second.
It's 100,000 years with the Kiss song.
When I came over, I asked Taylor to try to do the best he can to finish in the top 10, and we wanted to consistently do that moving through the rest of the year. He's done a great job. Obviously, we're P3 here, looking to push Corey out and get a 1-2 finish for track.
Thanks and good luck the rest of the way. Jamie?
Well, how about Christopher Bell up into the top 5? He's running 4th right now after starting this race 14th. I talked to him out on the grid, asked him about how this all came together while he's back behind the wheel. The last time we saw him in the truck was actually back in North Wilkesboro, and it's the same goal for Team HRE to have him behind the wheel, is that they just want to see where they're at. Back in Wilkesboro, he said that they had a truck that was running in the top 5 to top 10. Here, before the race today, he didn't think that they really had that. He thought they were further behind. They didn't qualify the way they wanted to, but now he knows that he's been able to relay to the team that you guys have some trucks that really build as this race goes on. You got something to fight with. So the team's pretty happy with the job that he's done and the information that they've been able to get. Right now, he said the truck was just a little too free. He can't be as aggressive as he wants to be with it, but they certainly have something that they can work with.
And he's going to play a big role on this restart because he goes inside behind Kyle Busch. It's going to be the same restart position for all these drivers up front that we had the last time.
These bushes could become more aggressive. Not only flaring out and going 3 wide is going to be a challenge, but also just making sure you get that front bumper to the back and get the push smooth enough so that you don't lift up the rear tires on the truck in front of you and cause him to lose control. This is going to be wild.
It's hard for that front truck to go anywhere when his rear tires are off the ground. But you've got one of the best in the business in a 61 of Christopher Bell knowing how to do that.
And then you got a rookie in Taylor Gray trying to figure out how to do it. And he's done it great. He's 2 for 2. Yeah, very aggressively and perfectly earlier. Can he do it again? Corey Hobbs pulling for him, I'll tell you that.
Ran off the red flag. It was 13 minutes, 46 seconds today here at Pocono. And Kaz Gralla, you saw him out of his truck. He had driven it back around the pit road, got out of his truck, still had to go to the care center. He did. He was released and is doing fine. He'll race later today in the Xfinity Series. So 5 laps to go. Front row's going to be Hyman Busch. Row 2, Taylor Gray, Christopher Bell. We talked about how they should all work together. We got Majeski Eckes up there. Dean Thompson having a great afternoon. Hocevar, part of the equation. Ben Rhodes, Grant Enfinger.
When does Christopher Bell say, I'm done pushing you, Kyle? I want to 3 wide you.
What about the restart?
Without a doubt. It may be easier to make that move now than to try to push Kyle up front and then deal with him by yourself.
restart.
On your way to seeing the checker flag first.
Well, you get the lead here.
You can't hear the actual song because I wasn't. The actual song audio was not playing. All you were hearing was drums.
It can be a challenge coming from behind. 5 laps remaining. I'm gonna get a push.
I put my headphones up to the microphone.
Bush getting his help in the draft from Christopher Bell.
Anywho, we got a restart here. Go Corey Haim. Anybody but Kyle Busch because it's a truck race. Oh my Lord! Who the hell Majeski just run into? Oh Lord, Kyle Busch gonna drive it off into this corner. 5 to go. Corey Haim holds the lead from the top. Taylor Gray just cleared Bell for 3rd. Into the speedy draw we go.
But the draft is going to be strong as they come down toward turn 2. Here comes Bell to the inside of Taylor Gray.
Grant Enfinger, aggressive on the restart. He's in line in 5th.
I put my drum headphones up to the mic and you could actually hear me playing. You didn't hear any song. There was no audio of a song. It was just me playing.
Thompson hanging top in the top 10.
You could still hear the clicking of me hitting the drum pads though.
Career top 10 finish.
But all the drums you heard there, that was me.
Remember, he caused the big accident over in turn 1, but had little to no damage. But he got tight off turn 3 there. Gonna cost
Oh, Daniel died. Hocevar has been a big fucking rolling roadblock mid-pack today. 4 to go. Bush is on the bumper of Haim. Turn 1. But Kyle couldn't make it stick, and he's going to lose the nose of the truck.
He just didn't want him to make that switch over and get high on high. I think Haim just wants to put his truck where Kyle wants to run his truck. If Kyle's going to go low, Haim goes low. If he goes high, he goes high. Just stays in front of him, takes that air away.
Ooh, big run into 2. Kyle's going to force his hand. Oh! A lesser driver would have lost it and taken out Corey Haim there. Kyle's doing everything he can to not wreck him, but also beat him. I respect that, because that could have been bad. That's going to hurt Kyle for this next lap, I think, that bad turn 2. Although off of 3 there, Corey Haim didn't look so hot. 3 to go. God, can this race end? I want to go play Rivals.
Corey Haim. Remember, that's Corey Haim's teammate, Taylor Gray.
3 laps to go.
So that draft pull Kyle right
Kyle's trying to make Corey Haim choke.
of the 11 of Corey Haim.
It's not working so far.
This is intense racing.
I hate that red flag happened, but other than that, it's been a good race.
Technique, making sure you take the groove away. Hit your marks perfectly here as we race toward the checker.
Kyle's pressing the issue into turn 2 more than he was the previous run. And Corey Haim's not bobbling or anything. That 11 looks as steady as he did 15 laps ago.
If Kyle could get to Corey Haim before he gets right to the corner, then it may be a different story. We saw him make that slide job one time, then Corey Haim fought back.
2 laps to go at Pocono. 5 miles to win number 3 on the season for Corey Haim.
Still ain't got on Corey Haim's truck. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for him. I'm a big Kyle Busch fan as well, but man, it's so cool to see these kids come in. And
Come on, get to the white flag for the love of God.
NASCAR, and that's exactly what Haim and Taylor Gray are trying to do right now.
Kyle Busch tightening up as we head through the tunnel turn. Nothing doing this time around. Across the short chute to turn 3. And then back to the start-finish line, where they'll see the white flag.
Coming to the white. Corey Haim's got it in the bag as long as he doesn't blow it. 1 lap to go.
1 lap to go at Pocono. Next flag ends the race. Corey Haim in front of Kyle Busch and the rookie.
That red flag kind of took the momentum out of me here. But good for Corey Haim. He's got to hold on 1 more lap. It's never over till it's over, especially with Kyle. Does Kyle have anything going to turn 2 this time? I don't think he's going to.
Even though he missed the race at St. Louis, in position to win the regular season championship.
Ooh, big run. Oh, no. Kyle Busch is going to send it on him. Oh, no. Corey choked. He underdrove turn 2 and Kyle Busch just smoked him. Wow. Corey Haim, all-time choke job. Holy shit. Corey really underdrove turn 2 there and blew the race. Kyle Busch is going to win it. 100 wins for KBM on an unbelievable choke job by former KBM driver Corey Haim. Unbelievable. Kyle was setting that move up the previous couple laps, and man, Kyle's really driving into turn 2 harder than he ever did the previous run. And Corey Haim really underdrove it. And Kyle Busch just pressured him into a mistake. All Kyle had to do was keep showing his nose, and it paid off.
That was intense because you knew he was going to use the draft. He was using all the years of experience.
Yeah, Corey Haim driving a red and black truck. Is that a coincidence? Although Kyle Busch's truck is red and black too.
To figure out where maybe he was better related to relative to Corey Haim than anywhere else. He intentionally didn't try to make the move getting in turn number 1 again because that didn't work. Watch this little run here.
Got that big run off of turn 1 and then dives it hard into the tunnel.
See a little wiggle from Haim laying out to him.
And then Haim almost runs into the wall too. That was crazy intense.
For Kyle Busch, it's the second win of the year. Also won earlier this season at Las Vegas. And the third time he's won of the Craftsman Truck Series at Pocono.
It's almost football season. I better prepare myself for some choke jobs like that.
In a truck.
What an impressive performance, which we've obviously said that.
Ooh, that's a hard one to take if you're Corey Haim, man. Ain't got nobody to blame but himself. Corey was underdriving turn 2, and Kyle Busch took advantage.
A little bit more vulnerable than the other corners, and I think he probably had it in his mind. That's what he was going to do, maybe with 2 or 3 laps to go.
We're about to hop on Rivals here in a minute. I'm not streaming it, but we're going to play Rivals.
For that beautifully executed pass on the last lap.
18 different drivers have won in a truck for Kyle Busch Motorsports.
Yippee. Oh my God, Haley Deegan, 13th.
The top 5 had pulled it off.
That's her number.
Has won a truck race for Kyle, so has Christopher Bell. They finished 2nd and 4th this afternoon. Great day for Taylor Gray, who comes home 3rd. Grant Enfinger got to 5th. Majeski ends up 6th. Christian Eckes having a great season was 7th. Dean Thompson finishes the deal in the top 10. He was 8th. Rhodes and DiBenedetto complete the top 10. But the man in Pocono today is Kyle Busch. Here's Josh
Kyle
Sims.
Busch, before the race, you told me you were tired of being asked when 100 was going to come for KBM. Will you get it done here today? What does 100 for your organization mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. You know, we've been around for a long time. Not as long as others, obviously. They've withstood a little bit longer, but it's been fun. Just a great ride. Obviously, you know, this Silverado today was really, really fast, just mired in traffic. And
top 200, Michael.
To make a clean move, so had to make a little bit of a racy one, a little bit of a dicey one there at the end, getting into 2. But Haim ran a great race. Just, you know, we needed this 100th win to get it over with. And this Zuri's Transport Silverado was just too fast to hold us out of victory lane. So really proud of the guys, everybody at KBM, everybody at Rowdy Manufacturing. Appreciate them. And, you know, it's a monumental day. It's a century mark of being able to win 100 truck races. You know, we're granted a small team and just one that you know, performs in the truck series. We ventured away once upon a time and didn't quite work, but we found a home here in the trucks and excited to have Craftsman back on board. So we appreciate Craftsman and all their support of the truck series over the years. So you know, it's cool to always score a victory. And
yep, Michael, I'll talk to you around 5:30 or so.
Pocono. Jamie?
We got a Corey Haim interview.
Kyle Busch mentioned Corey Haim and the fantastic drive that he had inside of that interview. You led 18 laps today, but that disappointment on your face, I feel it radiating off of you. What do you take away?
Yeah, just unreal. I mean, I felt like I did everything right. I seemed like we had about 5 laps in the truck before it started tightening up really bad on me, so didn't really get the
Oh,
run
Yuki,
I
did you
wanted
take
in a
notes
while.
there? That's how you pass somebody on the last lap.
I was a little upset initially, but realistically, I would have done the exact same thing. So, you know, heat of the moment kind of deal there. But looking back on it, I mean, I've just got a lot of respect for Kyle. I've raced for him for 2 years, and he was really good to me. And he raced me with respect today. Hard racer. I didn't rack us to win, and
all right,
probably done the
I'm
same
getting on
thing,
to.
So,
As soon as the Corey Haim interview's
really
done,
sucks. I mean, I really thought we had it there, especially with seeming that he couldn't really form up a run good enough to pass me, and then he sends it in on the last lap. So just super thankful for everyone at Tricon Garage, Toyota Racing, Safe Flight. Was really good.
Caden, Yuki, let's get on the Discord.
Once again, seemed like we just had about 4 or 5